that they're under attack right now. They can't go out past the turret or else they're just going to get Piltover Peacemakered. Yep, every time, just like that. And they're not really certain as to where Yi is. So they want to kind of look around up here, make sure he's not in that bush. Yi went back up. He killed that last minion to get the jungle timer on his blue started again. Soraka finds Yi, knows he's there, so they know they've got a little more room to work with down bottom. Anivia and Warwick still mid. It'd be interesting to see where they pop out at. And we see a ward right down here by Warwick's red. Oh, they are coming down bottom. They said, we need to get these guys off our tower. It's going down right here. Oh, man. There was no hope with that ult and that wall. I didn't even see if that suppress went off from Warwick. But regardless, that was just pretty brutal down there. Now we've got a 4-man team coming up. They did have to lose their mid turret over that. It's really hard for me to determine if that was a good trade. But you know what? A turret and a rumble for 2 kills down bottom. That is close to even, if not a little bit in MOZ's favor. However, they do have to be careful. The only people they know of are these 3 right here. Rumble's dead, obviously, and Ashe is pushing up on this turret. It's going to be taking a couple of hits, no doubt. So what Singe and Yi are saying, they don't really care about mid. They're not too concerned with covering it since they're already up a tower in that lane. They want to press the advantage top. And at the very least, make Warwick or Rumble, whoever happens to be up there, try to last hit under the tower. Good defensive ward right there. And Kennen is rushing back into this fight as fast as he can. He needs to get his farm up. It's 68 right now due to Anivia's 73, so he's a little bit behind there. Of course, Anivia also has 2 kills on him. And Kennen has died once. So we're seeing a bit of a gold disparity between Kennen and Anivia there. Definitely something to keep an eye on as this goes on. Sports comedian, he thinks he's Heimer, I guess. We all know how much he loves that that champion, but he just wants to go up there, hit that tower a lot. He's farming more than he should. Far be it from me to question him, though. 9 minion kills certainly isn't too bad. Whiff on that Ashe arrow, Yi's going to get away scot-free. And I don't really think he was in any real danger if that arrow hit anyway. He does have Highlander up. If he wanted to, he could just haul ass away, no problem. Just missed a kill. Killed Rumble up top, I would imagine. And we see the Sona ult getting everybody to calm down, dance around for a minute, everybody be cool, but it doesn't help. She goes down to the 3-man combo. Anivia, Ashe, and Soraka. Silent, slow wall, and another slow off the frost shot means you're probably not going to escape that team right there. Caitlyn playing it very smart right here. She says she can't kill the enemy champion, so she's going to kill the minions to make them back off. That Anivia ult is hurting really bad. She knows she could probably get some more kills off, so she picked up a Magi's. So it's going to be really, really important for them to focus Anivia down. See the Rumble ult pop up on Singed here. Not too big of a threat. Warwick moving along after him. We got 2 things happening right here. Bam. Warwick gonna go down from this. I don't see him coming out. And Dr. Idiot is in a serious amount of trouble. He's overheated. He's got no abilities. He manages to pick up Singe, but Kennen gets the kill. And that's gonna bring Kennen up and over the top of where Anivia was. He's caught up in farm. And I would not be surprised to see him pick up a Magi's. Try to see some pain happening down here. They want some revenge for all those ganks earlier. So Yi is going to go and he's going to take that Ashe arrow to the face, however. And he's in serious, serious trouble. Sona getting that heal off with pretty good regularity there. Keeps Yi alive. Yi bouncing back in and out of that jungle. In and out of that brush, I should say. Picks up a kill. and is now moving to defend middle along with Kennen. I will say this, Warwick definitely having a more rough time than he's used to because of Yi's very, very aggressive counter jungling earlier. He kept him off that blue, kept him away from the gold, and as you can see here, Warwick is 0-1-2 as opposed to Yi's 1-1-3. So Yi's definitely better farmed, and I'd say at this point in the game he's better positioned to make a real hurting on people. Because looking at the items here, I'm not seeing a whole lot of armor. I'm seeing Soraka with a Heart of Gold, and of course that is in lieu of a second Philosopher's Stone, which is no longer viable. Meanwhile, Rumble has a Chain Vest, and that's all I'm seeing in defenses. So that could get really, really painful on everybody if Yi decides he wants to go on the super offensive. And because he's going to pick up this blue here, I think it's going to happen. Oh, nope, he's a giver. That's one thing you can say about Hero. He is a giver. He wants Sports Comedian to feel like he's contributing something. So he's going to give him some good cooldowns and some good mana reduction to keep the pressure on the bottom lane. Going back to the items, Soraka, I don't know why she has a Heart of Gold instead of a Cage's Lucky Pick. The armor there, I guess in lane against a Caitlyn, you kind of want the extra armor. But I can't help but feel as though stronger heals and a couple extra points of damage off of that silence wouldn't have been a better choice there. Definitely going to see some action here in mid with Dr. Idiot and Mangazar coming out. They want this tower down. They want to pick up this advantage. They are down by 3 towers. It's a lot of global gold. They're down on the dragon. It's just really not going in their favor. They realize they don't know where Team MOZ is, so they're going to abandon that position. They want to roll up. They just planted a ward right here, and so they want to make sure their bases are covered for this push. So we're going to see 4. I wouldn't be surprised if Ashe starts making her way up too to try push that middle turret, while it seems Team MOZ says they're not really worried about that turret. They can split off. Interesting choice. We might see Yi get picked up here, but they decide not to chase. Kennen throws a star in, gonna do a little bit of damage. They're dancing around. The wall there, not entirely too effective. But it certainly is a hindrance, and this is definitely a fight over Dragon right here. Yi gets caught by the arrow, goes down super fast. That's definitely Yi's weakness. He didn't even have an opportunity to pop that potion of agility, and we're going to see We Ignite Noobs pick up this Dragon here, try to make up for that gold differential. They are up by a kill, and that is good, but they are down by 3 towers. So they need every bit that they can get here, and they're going to have to keep rolling in this pack to try to force MOZ to stay on the towers. They can't afford to lose any more offensive battles. Hero, I'm just want to tell you, you go back way too much. It takes my focus away from the action. So if you could not do that ever again, that'd be great. I'm sure you'd prefer to stay in lane anyway. So that's the first tower gone on Team MOZ, but it's not really a big deal. They have pushed 2 towers top, so losing 1 bottom, not too rough. They definitely have control over this blue jungle here, and they are going to exact that control. Yi's going to grab blue. Kennen's going to provide a little bit of coverage, and Team WIN looks like they suspect something's up. He leaves that 1 creep there. That's kind of a dick move, but I do it too. You don't know when you're going to be able to get back in there, and you'd prefer there not to be a blue there at all than to take the risk of them getting it. Soraka's going to pick up that minion there. She probably should have left it to Warwick. No point in getting creep score on a Soraka, but that's just so minor. It's probably not worth mentioning ever again. I promise I won't. Warwick going back. I guess he's going to try to finish some items here. Rumble coming through the jungle. He wants to come and get his farm on in mid. I bet he stopped at wolves and picked those up. So now the hunt is on. That was just an uncontested turret kill there by MOZ. And everybody knows everything right now. Everybody knows everything they need to about this red. Sports Comedian gets that ult off on Anivia, but it doesn't really do a whole lot. The damage just wasn't there to get her to pop into her egg form. Anivia saves the life of the Team MOZ champions here with that wall. Definitely takes some practice. I know I've messed it up many a time. But all these tiny little mistakes on part of Team WIN are really starting to stack up here. Now let's take a look at the creep score. MOZ definitely out creeping by a lot. There's just no question about it. Sona picking up in the double digits there on creep score. Bad on you, Sports Comedian. You're not playing Heimerdinger. You better quit it. Alright, let's take a look at the items. Anivia's probably regretting that Magi point. And it looks like we're getting some decent defensiveness going on Singed here. Sona's got the defensive aura going on. And so it looks like they're focusing on just shoring up their weak spots to this AP heavy team down here. Anivia, Soraka, when she does damage, it is magic damage. And Rumble, all AP based champions. And they've been keeping that Ashe relatively underfarmed for where she should be at this point in the game. So she's not really posing too much of a threat to Team MOZ. Meanwhile, Rumble, I guess he bit the bullet. He went for just a little bit of extra damage there, but it gives him some sustainability. And then the Sunfire Cape, which is an interesting first choice for a defensive item. Definitely not what I would have chosen here against this team. I would say even perhaps the first defensive item of a Guardian Angel may have been appropriate. Firing harpoons into nothing. That seems to be Rumble's theme this game. He's 3-5-1. Rumble is definitely not the person you want to be giving those kills to. Ashe needs them much more. And even on Warwick, they would be doing a lot better good than on the ad hoc tank, as we're saying now. Anivia's sitting pretty at 2 stacks. The break-even point for Magi's, if anybody's wondering, is 5 stacks. That's when it becomes gold worthy. So Anivia is wasting a little bit of gold keeping that Magi's around, but she's hoping she can pick up some kills and she won't have to sell it and take an even bigger hit. Mid turret's definitely getting pushed right now. Kennen doing his best to defend. Gets saved again by Anivia. And Yi, what have I told you about going back, my man? Seeing some clairvoyance go. Dancing around mid. They definitely don't want their mid tower to fall because that would weaken their control over the WIN's blue jungle there. And Soraka caught off guard. She may be going down here. The defensive ult by Rumble to make sure nobody gets caught up. They're going to retreat to the safety of this tower. And Cinch almost catching up and flipping a champion. That would have been absolutely devastating. Looks like Yi's trying to dance around in their jungle. Hopefully catch somebody going in through, trying to flank Team MOZ here. But this is just going to be an all-out 5-on-5 brawl under the tower. Sona getting aggressive. That's what I like to see. Caitlyn knows she can take 2 shots off that tower, bounce back away, no problem. And if they can just keep doing the run and hit there, that tower